everyone. Welcome to Stampin' Up with Jaimie. Thanks for joining me live tonight or on replay either on my blog or on YouTube. Thanks so much for checking this video. I'm Jaimie. I am a Stampin' Up independent demonstrator. I have been for about 5 years now. Having lots of fun, lots going on today. Today's been a super busy day. As you are watching, let me know that you're here with me. Introduce yourself. Let me know where you're watching from. I would love to connect with you. A busy day in Stampin' Up world. Holy moly. It's been a busy day. It's been so much fun. So a couple things to touch on. Hi, Karen. Hi, Michelle. Thanks for joining me tonight. And Terry's here. Good evening, everyone. Chris from North Carolina. Love it. Hello. I hope I put my phone to do not disturb. Let's hope nobody calls. A couple things. This afternoon, the retiring list, the last chance product sale went live, which means that you are seeing everything from the annual catalog that is retiring, and it's a lot. Holy moly, it's a lot. Hi, Heather. Thanks for joining tonight. It's a lot of stuff, and I have to say I keep like sort of discovering and uncovering new things, and some of the product I'm using tonight is retiring. Some of my favorite things are retiring. I'm a little upset over here. You know how I always rant and rave about the stitched shape dies? Those are retiring. I couldn't believe it. And my favorite embossing folder, the subtle embossing folder, is retiring as well. I can't believe it. I'm in a little bit of shock. I'll get over it because I also got to see the new 2021-2022 annual catalog. I got to see it today. It's beautiful. Hi, Kathy. I was just chit-chatting with you. I got to see the new catalog. It's beautiful. Oh my goodness. It's so fun. I saw the new ink colors. I saw all the beautiful, first of all, I just want to point out, Stampin' Up hit on point with designer series paper. The paper is beautiful. It is gorgeous. I think that's probably my favorite thing so far. And then the embossing folders, I just was like, I want that one and I want that one. I think I want them all. They're so beautiful. Beautiful bundles of product and sweets. You are in for a treat. You're upset too, Heather, right? I know they took out some of the goodies, but lots going on. I am ordering catalogs April 1st. I'm ordering them. If you have placed an order through me in the past year, you will automatically be mailed a catalog. Karen's like, yes to all of it. Everything's Jaimie saying yes. You will automatically be mailed a catalog. If you do not currently have a demonstrator that you order from and would like to receive a catalog, just let me know. Get a hold of me somehow, some way, and I will add your name to the list. If you would like an upgraded spiral bound catalog, okay, just make sure you place your order in March of $50 or more. Anybody that places an order through my store in March of $50 or more will automatically be upgraded the spiral bound catalog. This isn't the new catalog. This is our current catalog, although it's retiring as we speak. But it will have this really lovely binding to it. It's nice because you can open up your catalog flat. You can even fold it over and lay it flat like that. It just makes it really easy to sort of browse through, and I find it lasts longer too because the binding isn't taking such a hit. So you're gonna want that. Make sure you place your order. We have about another week, right? When is the end of the month? Is Tuesday the end of the month? Whenever the end of the month is, that's when you have until. I don't know. I don't have the calendar next to me. When are the new caddies coming to us? Terry, you will be mailed yours through Stampin' Up. And I think they said, oh gosh, when did they say they'd be mailed? I'll get a hold of you. I'll let you know. Customers will get theirs from me mid-April. As soon as I get them in, I will label them up and get them out hopefully as soon as possible. So that is super exciting. You're going to love it. You are really in for a treat. Really beautiful product. Next Wednesday's the 31st. There you go. So a week from today is the last day that you can get that upgraded catalog. A reminder, the retiring sale is going on right now. There are some amazing discounts on product. Be sure to head over to my blog. The link here is on Facebook if you're looking for it in a separate post. And I did kind of clean up the Excel spreadsheet they gave us into a nice, beautiful packaged PDF file for you. Of course, it isn't being constantly updated. So make sure you head over to the store to see what's still available. Product is already selling out, as Kathy knows. Kathy and I were just working on her order. I got lots going on for you today. I think you're going to really like the card. I have to say, it's a sympathy card, which nobody ever wants to have to mail a sympathy card, let's face it. But when someone is going through a hard time and having recently lost someone or a beloved one, what better way to say that you care and you're thinking of them than a sympathy card? So that's our card today. Again, a couple of the products I'm using are retiring. Go figure. So I am going to flip this phone up as I've been doing for the past couple weeks. If you tend to get dizzy or seasick easily, just look away for a little bit. I'm going to put my finger over the camera, and then as soon as I have the camera flipped up, I will let you know. So let me just do that. Let me work my magic here. I'm always waiting one of these weeks for this not to work and I don't know, everything just to come clobbering down on me. Okay, let me just tighten it. Switch the viewing around and then, oh, hold on. Oh boy, I am all discombobulated. Give me a second. It's a little leaning. It's like there we go. That's a little better. Okay, are we still leaning a little bit? I feel like my phone is leaning. Hold on, give me a second. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna give it one last shot, and if I can't get it, then we'll just call it the leaning video. You can't turn. Am I right side up? I just got a notice from Stampin' Up from Facebook saying I did something wrong. Am I still good? Can someone let me know that I'm still good? If not, we'll have to start this all over again. Give me a shout out if I'm good. I know there's a little bit of delay, so maybe somebody's already done that, but let me know if I'm good to go. I hope it didn't just completely shut off my live. I'm good, Karen says. Thank you, Karen. Appreciate it. Okay, here's my card. Oh, it's so pretty. I love these colors. Thanks, guys. Thanks for letting me know. There's always a little delay, so you're like, we already let you know. Why are you saying that? Well, it takes a little bit for Facebook to let me see your comments. So here's our card. Really sweet. When I make a sympathy card, I tend to keep it very minimal, not too much going on. But I think this just has some really sweet elements to it. So let's just dive in and get going. Okay, I'm starting off with Night of Navy cardstock. This is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And guess what? I have a new bone folder. I know yellow, but it's Bumblebee, so we're gonna let it go. And it's with blue, and blue's like my favorite color, so it's all good. We'll let it go today. Over this past weekend, I hosted my Sweet Creations event. If you weren't able to attend, we sure missed you. I hope you'll be able to hopefully jump on for the next event. And I did a whole slew of prizes. And anyways, I had this bone folder in the prize box. And everybody kind of teased me and were like, you should just keep the bone folder because you can never find yours. And so I said, you know what? That's a great idea. So I kept the bone folder for myself. So I have 2 now. So if I lose them, I really have no excuse because now I have 2. Okay, so I'm going to start. Normally I kind of emboss and cut and do everything like that ahead of time, but I decided I would not do it today. I would do it for you live. So first I'm going to do this Seaside spray detail. Now Seaside spray is one of those colors that's retiring. It's probably of the 5 my favorite color, and I'm really going to miss it. It's a really nice complementary blue. I just think it's a really pretty color, and yet it's retiring. So once it's gone, it's gone. I haven't looked like right away, so I don't even know if it's still available, but it's in my card, so we're going for it. But ink, refills, cardstock, the sort are all retiring. I'm going to miss it. So first, I'm going to cut it out with one of the layering oval dies, which, by the way, holy cow, is also retiring. So the only one of the layering dies that's sticking around is the circles. So ovals and the squares are all retiring, which I just can't even really believe. I was really shocked to see that. That and my stitch shapes, I was like, oh, you're kidding me. I use them all the time. I'm so bummed about that one. But so make sure you get these while I'm assuming they're still available. I don't even know. That's the thing. Once the product sells out, it's gone. It's gone. So if you really want something, make sure you don't wait. I know, Karen, I can't even deal with it. They're like so basic, but such is life. So this oval here is about 3 1/4 wide. It's the one that's about 3 1/4 wide. And I'm going to cut it out of my Seaside spray, which measures 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. 3 1/4, 4 1/2. I'm just going to cut this out. And I realized I undid my sandwich, so give me a second here. I did my sandwich ahead of time. So I'm just going to cut that out, hopefully out of the center. Hopefully I can aim it right. Oh, I can't believe these are retiring. They've been around for so long. I have the ones with the old style, the old style case. That's how old mine are. Sorry, I was just switching my plates around so I can emboss. Okay, so I cut out the center using the oval. Next, I'm going to use the Tasteful Textile, which I'm thinking it's carrying over. I'm pretty sure I saw that in the annual catalog. So this is good to go, which I have to say, if both this one and the subtle embossing folder retired, I would just be beside myself because I use these all the time. So I'm glad this one's sticking around. And I'm going to pop, let's see here. There we go. I'm going to pop the Seaside spray. I'm going to pop that in the folder, run that through. If I'm embossing and cutting out of the same cardstock, I usually cut first, emboss second. You could do it the other way around, but I find that it gets less squished if you cut, then emboss. Thank you, Karen. Seaside spray is still in stock. So as of today, March 24th, if you're watching this on replay, obviously there's no guarantees, but for now it's still in stock and you need it. You absolutely need this color. It's so pretty. I love blues anyways, and so this is just a really nice blue. I don't know what I'm going to do without stitch shapes and subtle. I know, Heather, I am in the same boat. They're my faves. I use those stitch shapes all the time. So if you don't have them, you should get them before they're sold out because that is a must. Okay. So before I go any further, let me show you the colors I'm working with because I just think they look so pretty together. I do. Night of Navy, Seaside Spray, Bumblebee. Bumblebee is a nice yellow. It's like almost like an orangier yellow. It's just a little richer. So I don't mind it. And I love it with the blues. So I used let me get them out. Hold on. I got lots of stuff everywhere. Oops, there it goes. The Flowering Vine dies. So this is what you get in the Flowering Vine dies. These are gorgeous, by the way. I was even thinking of this. I'm like, could I use that as an Easter egg? Could I use that as an Easter? I wasn't sure if it was too rounded to use it as an Easter egg, but I may try that. So you get these kind of chunky, beautiful, can I say it? Beautiful dies. This here matches up with the stamp set, which we're going to use tonight. And then these guys are really fun because they coordinate with the flowers in the dies. So let's see here, like this one, okay, coordinates with this. So like if I wanted to put a flower sort of behind this cutout, I would just cut this out and then layer it behind. Definitely looks like an Easter egg. Oh, I'm going to try it then, Lindsay. If you think it works. It reminds me of kind of like the eggs that I got as a child back in the 80s. I don't know. That's what it reminds me of. That's the vibe I'm getting. So these are gorgeous. So I already cut it out because that one had a lot of little pieces in it, and you're definitely going to want your take your pick tool to sort of run across it. So you're going to want your take your pick tool, cut it out, and then run this across. It gets all those little pieces out. And then I'm going to glue this on a panel of basic white using liquid glue. My basic white measures, it's just 1/8 bigger than the Seaside spray. So it's 4 5/8 by 3 3/8. 3 3/8, 4 5/8. And here's the thing, my opening isn't that much bigger than my die here. So what I'm going to do, because I want to make sure that the die is completely covering the hole, is first I'm going to put some liquid glue on my die. You don't have to put it on every single little, oop, there's a little bit, there we go. You don't have to put it on every single little piece, but just enough so it doesn't go flapping in the wind. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of I'm not gluing it down. I'm just kind of holding it behind my Seaside spray so I kind of get placement. And then ideally, again, this isn't foolproof, but I think it gives me like the best shot of getting good placement. I'm going to lay it down. I hope that makes sense. Because if I go too far to the right or too far to the left, you're going to see kind of a gap in my hole. So this way, I'm kind of ensured that the detail is covering that space that I just created completely. And then I'm going to adhere my Seaside spray over it using dimensionals because it just showcases the dies, I feel like, even more. So I'm going to use a ridiculous amount of dies because I want to make sure that it's not sinking. Whoops. So come on. Don't mind my dimensionals here. Did I say dies? I meant dimensionals. I'm going to use a ridiculous amount of dimensionals. I was working on a project the other day and this, like the long ones here, fit it perfectly. So that's what I used. And I think I'm going to use it for tonight too. I want these little, like the ones that are around the circle. I want to make sure I grab 2. And then I think I'm going to use 2 more. Like this and like this. Thanks, Rachel. I love blue and orange together. I think they're or blue and yellow even though I don't really like yellow. I mean, I call that orange, but I guess it is yellow. I think they're very complementary. And I think the bumblebee in particular really pops beautifully against the darker blues. So, sorry. It comes with lots of dimensionals comes lots of dimensional backings. So you just have to pull them off. Does that one? No, I pulled that one off. Okay, so get those puppies off. Then I'm going to aim for sort of straight. Again, layering dimensionals down, matting, I should say, with dimensionals could be a little tricky because there's not a ton of wiggle room. But that's what we're left with. I think it's a hair a little to the right, but we're going to call it good enough because it's good enough. Okay? Isn't that pretty? And I think I made it a sympathy card, but honestly, you could use any of the sentiments that come with it. And I'll show you those in just a second. Did I adhere those down with dimensionals? I'm trying to see how I created this. No, I didn't. Oops. Okay, so then I just adhered this down. I wasn't sure if I used dimensionals again, but I guess I didn't. Adhere this down onto our card base. Make sure my opening is in the correct. Don't want to adhere it down upside down. Been there, done that. Okay, now let's do our sentiment. I have just a paneled basic white. It's way too big, much bigger than I need. But, you just need one big enough for the sentiment. I'm pulling the sentiment from not twine first. Oh, thank you, Karen. Yes, twine first. Of course, the twine first. I like a challenge. That's what it is. I really like to make things challenging for myself. I can't believe I didn't do that. We'll fix that in a second. The sentiment comes from the Vine design. Again, that's what's bundled with these beautiful dies that I showed you. And I love the sentiments because you have a birthday sentiment, congratulations, thinking of you, sympathy, and a thank you. I think it pretty much covers all the bases. And then this beautiful kind of outline for the sentiment. So that's what we're going to use. Let's stamp that and then I'll go back and fix my mistake. Oh, of course, the twine first, Jaimie. Oh, funny. Okay. If you are stamping this sentiment inside this, I'm going to call the label. I'm not exactly sure what the technical term is. I suggest stamping the label first and try not to rock at all go straight down, apply even pressure, and come up. If you even if you squish it, like you're really pressing hard, sometimes you can get, oh, that was actually not that bad. But sometimes you can get like one side a little thicker than the other. That's what happened when I was doing my sample. So I need that still. Don't put that away, Jaimie. Okay, our sentiment. Now, I could use the technique that I showed the other day to get sort of good placement, but I think I can kind of wing it. I'm going to butt my block right up to my grid paper, and then I'm going to try and sort of see a line going underneath my sentiment, and I'm going to sort of imagine it going across. I'm going to look. I think that's pretty good. And I'm going to do that because if you look, it's not, if I go by this line of the stamp itself, it's not even to the top of my words. And then what I like to do is I do a little tester on my grid paper. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, she's good. Do a little tester on your grid paper, and if it's even, then your odds are you're going to be good. And the reason why you want to stamp your label first is because I can kind of, although I didn't stamp that, I didn't stamp that straight. Let's see if I can get this. If not, I'll stamp the label again, because I can kind of get my sentiment to fit inside the label. Like, that's pretty good. We're going to go with that. Nope, like a pro. Hey, she doesn't hit it every time, let me tell you. It's kind of like a 50-50 of whether it's going to work. You just never know. Okay, let me switch my plates around again so I can cut that out. Okie dokie. And in that same flowering vine dies, we have this guy like I showed you before, and that's what we're going to use to cut him out. Off screen here, of course. Okay, so while I'm doing this, just a reminder that the retiring sale is going on right now. Do not wait. If you see something on that list, I wouldn't wait, not even a day. Things tend to sell out quickly and fast, and then they're gone for good. Let me know if I can help at all. What'd she say? I always want to do a dance when I actually stamp straight. Aw. I know. The worst is when it's like fun for me because you guys are watching and, oh, I totally did that crooked. Oh, sugars. Let me do the other one. See if I can cut it out better. Because when I do it like by myself, I'm like, yay, I did it. And no one gets it. Everybody just looks like I'm crazy. Okay, I'm going to try and cut this one out better. That one was a little crooked. Let's see if I can. I can stamp straight, but apparently I can't cut straight. So let's see. Trying to do it perfect. Watch me cut this out. Then I go to stamp and I can't stamp it straight. Oh, that one really cut crooked. What is going on tonight? I cut them fine. Okay, hold on, peeps. I got to try again. Can I just try again? Do I need another piece? I'm not sure that's big enough. Let me get another piece of cardstock. Because I like stamped all weird on that one. Now I don't have any space. Okay, here we go. No, I can't. I was going to say if I cut it and then stamp it, but there's no way that's happening. If it was photopolymer, I could do that, but it's not. Okay, I'm going to try again. I had no problem. Maybe they're specific sides, but I've used this a lot and haven't had any problem. Okay, talk amongst yourselves for a second. I'm really concentrating to line this die up right. The concentration that's going on here right now is off the charts. You'd think I was doing like, I don't know, cardiac surgery or something. Oh, that totally moved. You know what it is? It keeps bouncing off my plate. I'm gonna adhere it down with washi tape. We're gonna do it again. Third time. No, not the third time, Terry. Fourth time. Let's try it again. I think I'm going to try. Hold on. It's been the day, folks. There we go. We're going to go with that one. I am going to, let's see if I can find some washi tape. Hold on. It keeps sliding on my plate. That's the problem. So we are going to, I've never actually done this, but I've seen plenty of other people do it. So it has to work, right? Do I have a Post-it note? I'm going to try washi tape, which should give me the same results, right? I'm told. It's totally kicking it. Hold on. Oh, the concentration, folks. I didn't have any issues doing this. for my sample, like at all. It cut the first time. I'm going to put 2 and then watch me pull the washi tape off and it pulls the cardstock. It would happen. Okay, here we go. Ready? Here we go. It has to work. Oh, that noise. Let's see. Are you nervous? I'm a little nervous. I don't really get nervous about things much, but this working, this just doesn't want to be my friend tonight. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, phew. Oh, beautiful. Okay, now, this is the thing. Now I have to stamp it straight. The thing is, can I stamp it twice in one, twice in one night? I can do this. You have a Post-it note tape. Whoa, I didn't know they sold tape. Isn't that interesting? Of course they sell tape, right? They sell everything. Actually, I'm going to get that a little closer to me. Here we go. I can do this. I got this. Totally got this. I don't know. We'll see. Are you nervous? I'm a little nervous. Oh, phew. 4th time's the charm, Terry. It was 4 times. I was going to get it. That's the thing, as I'm a very stubborn person. So I'm like, oh no, I will figure this out. And we did. Okay. So back to my issue that I forgot to wrap around. I forgot to wrap around the twine first. I can totally fix this. I should be able to pop this up enough. Of course, I loaded it with adhesive. Hold on. Come on. I just need the bottom to lift. Yay. See? You all like get it. When I do it by myself and I'm home here, there's no one to cheer for me. Okay, that's all I need. So for the twine, don't adhere it down until you've used your twine. This twine comes from the Well Suited Twine Combo Pack. You get a basic gray and then a night of navy. Threaded through. Well, I didn't use dimensionals, so I would have if I had done that. For this, I'm just going to wrap it around twice. And I have to say, for my sample here, I don't think I adhered. No, I didn't. I had adhered my sentiment first, and so that was challenging, getting the thread around the sentiment. It's like the sentiment the thread just wasn't meant to be, and I'm trying to put a circle through a square. Anyways, whatever. It'll work. There we go. Okay. So I just wrapped it around twice. I'm going to cut it ridiculously long because now that it's around, I want it to make sure it works. Like that. I'm actually going to push it down so that hopefully it holds my thread a little bit in place. Then I'm going to tie a bow. I don't normally do bows live, at least, or without the fork technique. But it's thread, and thread is a little easier to maneuver, although, you know, the way things are going, this isn't going to work. No, it worked. It's just fine. Hopefully it doesn't twist. Let's see here. So when I do a bow, what I like to do, and it's not foolproof, but I usually hold my finger over the knot and then pull, and it usually keeps it from twisting. Of course, if it's already twisted like this one is, it's not a guarantee. Oh, this is why I don't do bows like this. There we go. It might be a little too far left. We'll have to see. Is that too far left from my sentiment? Well, it's going to kind of overhang it a little bit, but that's fine. I think it is on my sample too. Okay, that's what we're going to go with. You know, the thing is, it's like you can keep fiddling with it, but it's always, you know, you pull a little bit on the left and you have to pull a little bit on the right and pull a little bit on the right, then you have to pull a little bit on the left. Okay. I am going to, you know what I'm going to do? Where's my liquid glue? Because it's just popping up because I pulled the adhesive off there. It's not laying flat. Hold on. I am going to just slip a little bit of liquid glue down the bottom of that so it stays. Because I lifted it, it's like, and then the thread was there, so. Okay, where is a block? I need a block for just a second. That's how we're solving that problem. Okay, well, that's doing that. While that's doing that, I guess we'll do the butterfly, and then we'll do the sentiment last. Okay, so I have a beautiful butterfly. I just forgot. I forgot to cut one out of Night of Navy. I went back and forth about whether to do Bumblebee or Night of Navy. about what to use, and I just realized I forgot to cut one for the inside. So let me cut another one, and then you can help me decide whether you like the bumblebee color, or I did cut out also a Night of Navy if you would prefer Night of Navy. So let me just cut that off quickly. This beautiful butterfly, so pretty, is from the Brilliant Wings dies. This is available. It's going to be available in the new annual catalog. Of course, we can pre-order it right now, all of us, demos and customers alike. And it cuts out the outside of a butterfly, but then it also cuts out the inside detail. And I'm hoping that went all the way through, and I think it did. Okay, so this is how I use my Take a Pick tool. Oops, don't fall. I just hold it in my, whatever I'm using, I hold it in my hand and then sort of rub the Take a Pick tool until the majority of the little thingies fall out. Usually some of the things stick in, and then I use the pointy end to kind of pop them out, these little guys. Okay, get rid of all that junk. That's the thing, is then you end up with these little pieces everywhere between the butterfly and this flower detail. They're going to be everywhere. So which do you like for the outside? Do you like the bumblebee one more? It's a butterfly at a bumblebee color. That's kind of funny. Or do you like the Night of Navy? I mean, I went back and forth, back and forth. I ended up doing the bumblebee because I felt it popped a little bit more, but I equally love the Night of Navy. So I don't know. What do you think? Rachel says bumblebee. Bumblebee, you like the bumblebee? Okay, maybe that's what we'll go with. That's what my hunch said, but then I was like, oh, I do like the Night of Navy one though too. We'll go with that one. Okay, so I've kind of fluffed the wings a little and put liquid glue down the body of the bumblebee. Of course, he is going to get a little squished in the mail, but that's okay. Oh, Heather said navy. Oh, well, I already glued up the bumblebee. And I'm just going to attach him to the corner. I want to make sure he's far enough in that he still fits within the confines of my card so that he'll fit in an envelope. If you have bigger envelopes and you don't mind him sort of spreading his wings, so to speak, you can put him a little bit farther on the outside and, have his wings kind of go beyond the card. But I wanted to be able to send this in our regular envelopes, so I made sure that his wings are still within the card, so he'll fit in an envelope. For the sentiment, I adhered down with dimensionals, but on my sample, I adhered it down before I wound the, what is this stuff called? The thread. Let me just see if I can play with this a little bit. It's like a smidge to the right too far, but it's going to have to work. We're going to try to put dimensionals on him, and hopefully he cooperates. And I want him just a little bit covering the oval, and a little bit covering the ribbon, or the twine, excuse me. Pull that off. Okay, here we go. Hopefully, oh my gosh, it's like, it almost feels like it's staticky. Don't glue that down. Okay, we're gonna go there. And I just put dimensionals on either the ends. Okay, that's our front. What do you think? Thoughts? Do we like? I like the texture that this adds with the mixture of the texture of the embossing folder plus the detail of the butterfly. I think it's a really sweet sympathy card. And it's so funny because I made this card and then the next day I needed it. So I was like, well, at least I have a card now I can mail out. So for the inside, I kept it really, really simple. I didn't put any other words. Of course, we have some sweet sentiments, sympathy sentiments that you could add to the inside, but I just kept it simple. I figure I'll probably want to write a nice little message on the inside. Actually, I'm going to do this backwards. First, I'm going to adhere it in the card, and then I'm going to glue the butterfly because the butterfly will stay wet for a little bit. If you've been watching and you have yet to leave a comment and you would like a chance to win tonight's card, you have a couple more seconds to do that before I finish up. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to throw all your names in a hat for one lucky winner. Just keep in mind that I can only mail cards to residents of the United States. So if you're elsewhere watching, I apologize. I per Stampin' Up rules, I can't. They don't let me. Okay, so again, just a little bit of glue on the body of the butterfly, and you can tuck them in either of the corners. I'm going to go for the right. I don't know, because I like it and I want to. And I think he's really sweet. And there you have it. Okay, so again, some of this product is retiring. So if you're catching this on replay, it may have already sold out. The layering ovals are retiring. Is that it? No, I thought there was something else I used. Or maybe that is it. Actually not. Oh, and the Seaside spray. I knew there was something else. The Seaside spray ink pad and Seaside spray cardstock are both retiring as well. So just keep an eye out for it. Check the retiring list. Let me know if you have any questions that I can help at all. And thank you so much, everyone, for watching tonight. I will see you back again next week. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.